Hello students, in this class in last class we discussed about the central problem of economics. So we just carry forward or carry on this the last topic. The last topic is central problem of economy, that is three problem of economy: what to produce, how to produce and for whom to produce. In this chapter we discuss about the types of economy and how the different kinds of economy deal with the problems of central problem of economy. So we start with the notes. First of all, we just take a quick review of the chapter. So that is why we have the view, we have the clear point of view to study the chapter. So first of all, there are types of economy. We are discussed in this class about the types of economy. And why we discuss? Because they have different nature of nations. So if there is a different nature of nation, why are they different? Because USA have a more developed country, India have less developed country. Same as it is, Japan is a different kind of country, Rus is a different kind of country. So there is a different kind of country. Why? In respect of resources. Some countries have more resources, some countries have less resources. Some countries have their own approaches to manage the country, manage the nations. So same that is, we discuss about the types of economy. There are basically three types of economy. First one, there is a capitalist economy. Next one is socialist economy. And next one is mixed economy. So capitalist economy, the nature, like first one, it have private sector control more, or we can say wholly a private sector control. And what is the nature of private sector? To think about the profit. Clear? More focus on profit. The third point, ignore the welfare concept. And how they earn the profit? By exploitation of labor. That means they try to make a more profit, like 9 to 6, 10 to 2, 10 to 10, 8 to 8. There is a job time of workers, and they are on the situation when they work, they use worker more and pay less. So this is your private sector. So here is private sector, profit motive, ignore welfare, exploitation, and fifth one, the very important, is consumer is the king. Why we write this line? Because in capitalist system there is a private sector first of all, and they are produce according to the willing of consumer, irrespective the goods is a good or bad. Clear? If consumer demands more alcohol, clear, in spite of daily basic needs, clear, food nahi, kuch nahi, but he needs more alcohol, more cigarette, more tobaccos, etc. Then he produced, then the capitalist system produced more according to consumer. So here the consumer is the king. And fifth one is freedom of choice. That means he can choose what he want to purchase. These are the feature of capitalist economy. Clear? We will discuss it with the notes. First of all, there are three types of economy, types of economies and organization of economic activities. Centrally planned economy or socialist economy, capitalist economy or market economy. Why I use the word or? Because these economy is also known with this name. So capitalist economy or market economy, we just discuss features of this economy and mixed economy. So we are on capitalist economy. First of all, capitalist economy means the word suggests capital, that means money. Clear? So all the means of productions are owned and controlled by private individuals, as I written in the notes, like private individuals for profit. Here the profit motive is more. An economy is called capitalist economy, free market economy or laissez-faire economy. These are the name of this economy. So you may write down also this, because you may remember all of this, because the examiner asked any of the name. Clear? Which economy is known as market economy, laissez-faire economy, etc. In short, private property is the mainstay of capitalism and profit motive is its driving force. All properties belong to private sector. The government is not supposed to interfere in the management of economic affairs under this system. The government is not supposed to interfere. The role of government is minimized. Clear? What we discussed? We discussed the system of economy. We discussed the system of a nation, how the nation is work. So this is the method that this is one of the method by which one economy may run. Clear? So there is a private sector, there is a profit motive, there is no intervention of government. The name of capitalist economy, market economy or laissez-faire economy. Why the word is laissez-faire used, I give after the completion of topic. Clear? Everyone is free to set up any firm to produce goods. There is no restriction. Clear? Everyone is free to set up, either it is moral or immoral, either it is good or bad for the normal human being, but they are free to choice. Clear? Economy finds unequal distribution of property, wide gap between rich and poor, because when we discuss keep remember this, when we discuss the solution of problem of economy, then if capitalist economy, clear, I am a capitalist economy person, so if I am think about what to produce, clear, if I am think about what to produce, then I produce for those who have purchasing power. Clear? And ignore the basic concept of food, shelter and house to a general public. I don't produce those goods which are very helpful to people, very helpful to general public, to poor, but I just produce for those people who have buying capacity. Clear? So that is why a particular section is ignored, and if they ignored, then unequal distribution, the problem of unequal distribution is arise. Clear? So these are the basic point of capitalist economy. What are these points? Just key points on remember on your tips. First, capitalist economy is a private sector economy. If there is a private sector economy, there is a profit motive, there is exploitation, there is ignore of welfare, there is no role of government. Clear? Everyone is free to set up its own business or own, they want to set up, they want to produce. Clear? Everyone is free. Everyone is free. Clear? Everyone is free. That is the word is laissez-faire. Laissez-faire, that means free economy. Clear? That everyone have a right to choose. Clear? What they want to purchase, what they want to produce. Economy finds unequal distribution. Why? Because capitalist economy, private sector only thinks about the profit and only thinks about the persons who have the buying capacity, who are the richer persons. So the gap between rich and poor become more wide. Clear? Hope you clear the concept. So now we are move on to our next economy, that is socialist economy or centrally planned economy. This is the opposite of capitalist economy. Opposite, just reverse. opposite case of capitalist economy. Here the private sector, here the government sector. Whole power belong to government sector, or where there is a whole power belongs to government sector, then the profit motive is less and welfare stays, focus on welfare. Clear? Third one, these 3 points are the one point of this. Profit motive ignored, ignore welfare, here more focus on welfare, exploitation less, because like सरकारी department में क्या होता है, how the government job, how the government department works, more less work and more salary. Clear? Or instead of private sector, more work and less salary. Clear? So there is a less exploitation. Consumer is not free. Here is not free. Consumer is not free, because government decide what to produce. Clear? Which is welfare, which is good for all. Clear? So consumer is not free here. So this is the socialist economy. So we consider it with our notes. So this is your socialist or centrally planned economy. Why we called centrally planned economy? Because here the decisions are taken by the central authority. Like some decisions are taken by the state government, some decisions are taken by the central government. Clear? In respect of budget, the government or the central authority plans all the important activity. The highlight line of this is government and the central authority. Government and the central authority. And likewise, if we remember the points of capitalist economy, where all the decisions are taken by the private sector. Okay. So here is consumer is not free to choice. Here the comparison between capitalist and socialist, consumer is free to choice in capitalist economy. All important decisions regarding production, exchange and consumption of goods and services are made by the government. Like government do the more of things which are well-being for consumer, like rationing. Clear? Like concessional rates foods, like free education. These are the basic things which the government is provide to all people. And now the gap between rich and poor, government tries to reduce the gap. Okay, all members are entitled to get benefit from the fruits of such socialized plan. Production on the basis of equal rights, that we don't consider rich or poor. Clear? If in the government hospital, the rich person is also in line and the poor person is also in the line. So there is no difference between sections in the centrally planned economy. So what is centrally planned economy? Where the government have all the role. Clear? Government take decision regarding production, consumption and exchange. Government take decision about the welfare, about the well-being of the goods, and try to reduce the gap between the rich and poor. Clear? So for example, this is the best example. Clear? It is found that a goods or services which is very important for the prosperity and well-being of the economy as a whole, for education. The word is education, which is we can't believe, we can't stay on private sector. So education services is not produced in adequate amount by the individuals on their own. They are on profit motive basis. Likewise, we see in the schools before 15-25 years ago, the schools are very less amount charge, and they give the very best technique of study, technique of teaching. But here now in present schools, there are lots of activities, there are lots of educations, but the education level is comparatively before is less. Clear? So government tries to educate everyone. That is why, if you know, the free education up to 14 years, government made policy that free education to every child, either the child of poor, either the child of rich, either the child of middle. So is not produced in adequate amount by the individuals on their own, the government might try to induce the individual to produce adequate amount of, to produce and induce. First of all, government try to provide the commodities in two ways. Clear? Either he employ the person, either they employ the person to produce or to like by giving concessional land rates like industry. Clear? So if government tries to develop a area, clear, so he gives a concessional rate land to particular industry, taxation free, light, electricity, water bills etc. are on less rates. So he tried to develop that area, and if there is no person to produce, no person to agree to produce those goods, then government itself produce them. Clear? So the government might try to induce the individuals to produce adequate amount of such a goods or services. Alternatively, the government may itself, first of all it tries to induce other, like tum kar lo, because if government already set up, before give chance to anyone, then this is unfair. Because if like in Modi ji, I'll just give best example, Mudra Yojana, if you remember, small scale business are promoted by Modi government to give loan them on small scale basis. This is the one of the method the government try to induce people that you are promoted. There are two things, first of all employment, and the second one is GDP increase. Clear? Compulsory education in the government school is provided freely. This is again the best example. So now we are on our third economy, that is mixed economy. India have a mixed economy. India is the first to adopt a mixed economy. India have mixed economy. You have know this fact. You have to know this fact. Why? Because if we are living in India, so we also know the concept that India have a mixed economy. And what is mixed economy? Some features are taken by the capitalist economy and some features are taken by the socialist economy. Clear? Some features are taken by the capitalist economy and some features are taken by socialist economy. That is why in India some sectors are reserved for the government, in which government have a right, in which only government have a right to produce. Clear? Like a railway, like a atomic, like a nuclears, etc. So defense. So these are the reserved for only government because these are important. Clear? And now open for private sector. Why? Because we in India, like when this economy is adopted, we just before like 1950s around, we just talk about the 1950s. So in 1950s India have a poor country and just got freedom from British government. So in those situations, if we adopt socialist economy, which is good, which is very good economy, but it ignores the concept of profit, and where there is a no profit concept, there is a no growth, and if there is a no growth, then the country become less GDP and give on huge debt burden. Is on huge debt burden. So same as it is if we consider the capitalist economy alone as India. So if we consider the capitalist economy, we are on not a situation to adopt like a private sector as a whole, because we are on very bad situation at that time, or if there is only a profit motive, there is no welfare motive. So India, some kind of injustice for India's people. Yeah? So we are on mixed economy. So mixed economy have two features of capitalist economy and socialist economy. We already very well known the capitalist economy. Capitalist economy belongs to private sector, profit motive, ignore welfare, exploitation, and consumer is the king, and freedom of choice. Clear. Socialist economy, government sector. Clear. Government sector try to induce to other people to produce or produce itself the important commodities like education, like rationing, like some other facilities. There is no freedom of choice. Government is try to manage the resources like the rich and rich and poor gap, try to minimize. Clear? So the mixed economy. In reality, all economies are mixed economies where some important decisions are taken by the government and the economic activities are by and large conducted through the market. Clear? There are mixed. So here is some decision taken by the government here, and some are taken by the market. Market, that means capitalist. It is a system which includes features of both the controlled economy and capitalist economy. The government itself must run important and selected industries, important and selected defense, atomic, nuclears, and railways, etc. Eliminated the free pay of the profit motive and self interest. Clear? So now we are on these are the only we discuss about the types of economy. These are the types of economy. In our next class, we discuss about how these economies dealt with the problems of economy and positive economy, macroeconomics difference. This may be the last class of the first chapter. Clear? So we will meet in our next class. Thank you.